Hey, what is up guys? It is SilverSun here, and this year I'm going to be ending us off with a review of Season 1 of Steven Universe. Now, I've been hearing nothing but good things about this show, and I have to say I agree. I think it's a really good show for what it is right now. I mean, it is rather long, yes, but it's pretty good in my opinion. I liked all the characters pretty much from Steven to Connie to the Crystal Gems and all the other side characters like Lars and Sadie too, his dad, and just everyone else. The only character that I didn't particularly like was Onion. I just thought he was really creepy and weird, and he never really talked. He just did random crazy things like that one episode where he like wanted that thing that Steven had, and he like went all crazy and almost killed everyone over it. I don't know. It was just really weird to me, and he kind of reminds me of the Pillsbury Doughboy. I think that's his name. The little chef dough looking thing with blue eyes. I don't know, his character design just kind of reminds me of that. Just it's kind of weird. The animation I think is really good. Like, it kind of reminds me, like, I want to say it reminds me of a Hayao Miyazaki movie, but that's not, like, it's kind of like that. It just has thick outlines like Gravity Falls or Wander Over Yonder or Star vs. the Force of Evil. It kind of reminds me of a Disney show mostly in terms of the thick lines and animation and stuff like that. But I still think it looks really nice for what it is. I love the character development between everyone pretty much, like with Steven and the Crystal Gems. I like how they kind of like treat him as like a son technically because he doesn't really like have a mom in a sense. Like he does, it's just like kind of complicated. And I like his relationship with pretty much everyone in the show, like with Connie and him, kind of being a thing. I think it's kind of sweet, how they're going along with that and stuff. I like his relationship with Lars and stuff like that. It kind of reminds me of like SpongeBob and Squidward in that way. And everyone else pretty much like with the teenagers, I like how they are, how they get along and just hang out and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. I also like all the little references they have in continuity. Like for instance how Steven has like all those posters and like Game Cubes in his room and stuff like that, how they have like the little Game Boy Advances and stuff like that in the show. And I also like the little continuity stuff that they have, like somewhere between the middle of this season, like Steven got grounded from watching TV for like 1,000 years and stuff. And it just like to me it seems like something small, which it kinda is, but I like how they still bring it up from time to time. But something that kind of threw me off a tiny bit was the whole episode placement kind of thing, because obviously this has a lot more episodes than something like Gravity Falls and stuff like that, like 50 something episodes in season one, stuff like that. And season two is obviously still going, but season one just seems a little random to me. Like how near the end they had like this big battle thing and stuff like that, and they're pretty much just like cleaning up like one episode, kind of focusing on that, and then all of a sudden the next episode will be about like Steven hanging out with some side character like Connie or like Lars or something like that. But I mean, it's not really that big of a deal or anything like that. It just seems kind of odd, especially with the number of episodes it has. But I still like those episodes where he interacts with the other characters, getting some backstory on them or some more development on their character themselves and stuff like that. I think it's really neat how all the characters kind of connect in some kind of way. I also think that the music in this show definitely belongs in some kind of Miyazaki film or anime film because it just, like, most of the music just seems really nice and peaceful and stuff like that and really emotional and such. It's a really good soundtrack from what I've heard throughout the series. I really like the music in this also. But yeah, that's about it for this review. Comment down below, tell me what you guys thought of this show, of this first season, and please don't leave any spoilers for the second season. I can't wait for that season, by the way, even though it's still going, but I'll catch up eventually. And yeah, just tell me if I missed anything in this review. Tell me if there's anything else you think I should have added in this review, if I can improve on anything. And yeah, that's about it for this review, guys. So until the next one, Silver Sun is out.